Hey, fellow Tarnished, welcome back to the playthrough of Elden Ring. I am Stubs the Wizard, your host with the most, and we are playing through Elden Ring as a samurai. He has a Nagakiba from Yura, and that's a big long sword. And this is inspired by Mindless Meat. What I do is I do themed playthroughs, and oft-time subscribers will indicate something they want to see, so I do it. And this is that. Now, the idea behind this samurai, I sense something coming up here. Missed. Missed again. There we go. So my buddy Mindless Meat, there's another one down there. I wonder if I can get him to fall all the way off. Anyway, my buddy, yep, down it goes all the way. My buddy Mindless Meat wanted me to do this one as a samurai. He's steeped in the Bushido code. Can't, or won't, I should say, do anything dishonorable, including poison and cowardly things like that, in his mind. And he needs to bow before every boss. Somebody throwing stuff at me. So that's the idea behind this guy, and his name is Kegareta, which is Japanese for tarnished. Oh wow, he caught me before I could do my heavy attack. I thought there was another one there. Take that. That would actually dull your blade up pretty well. Okay, so I was talking a little bit with Mindless Meat, and he is my friend from a group called the Free Time Creators Collective, which I will talk about a little bit later. This has ambush written all over it. Yeah, I see you, brother. Oh, missed it. So another one's going to drop. Nope, just the one. There's really nothing in here to get. Just that flower. So anyway, I was talking to Mindless Meat today, and we were talking about Final Fantasy, and so Final Fantasy, basically Mindless Meat has forgotten more about Final Fantasy than most people will ever know. Let's see, I gotta go over there. And so what started this discussion was, he said that this sword reminded him of Sephiroth, which I believe that was the bad guy in Final Fantasy VII. And Mindless Meat can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's correct. And his big long sword, and we talked a little bit how Sephiroth really wasn't that entertaining of a villain. And I'm going to try to get some health back. And so Sephiroth, but he had a real long sword, and so that Kegareta using the sword reminded. Oh no! Oh, it took too long to develop my strong hit. Just my frames going. They were healed back up. These guys will keep coming out, so I'm just going to go ahead and ignore them. I feel like there was maybe a crab up here, maybe not. Anyway, we're talking about Sephiroth and there's no. I thought there was a dude in here. Guess not. Well, that'll open the door. And from there, we got. Let's see, there he is. You hose beast, come back here. Come at me. Well, so much for. Man, I'm trying to parry him. Backstab will have to do. This is what happens when I get to talking. I start not paying attention. Anyway, so after that, Mindless Meat mentioned that his probably favorite, or at least one of his favorites of the series, was, I think it was the guy from 6, and his name was Kefka. So we chatted a little bit about that. It was kind of interesting. Actually, it's very interesting to me. That's what you do with good friends, you know. And there's a group of people in here. I don't remember who this boss is. I will try my wolves though. So we talked about Kefka, and the thing with Kefka. All right, let me focus on this fight, and then I'll talk about Kefka. All right. Really, it's not my favorite fight. Look at this guy. This thing will kill my wolves pretty handily. Oh man, he laid me out. Come at me, brother. Oh, I thought I had him. Ah, I did it too early. Alright, so I'm going to use some Raptor's Mist now. I got the first one. I'll try it again here. That did not work at all. Probably because it came down right on me. There we go. Alright, we got him. Demi-human ashes. Man, that... I don't know if that... Has that been patched? I thought we got Kaiden, the Kaiden Sellsword, but Oh, maybe that's the cliff bottom catacombs. I can't keep it straight. Anyway, continue talking about Kefka. His deal is that they made him. They basically did a procedure on him to make him a magic user, and it became I don't remember what's called, a magical knight, basically. But the process drove him insane. Now, one of these mindless meat I talked about was he evil or insane or whatever before that process, you know. And we don't know. The game doesn't say. He could have been a Boy Scout helping grandmothers across the street before. That is all we know. And I tend to think that is probably the case. Mindless Meat convinced me. Which I would probably defer about anything Mindless Meat wanted to say about um, Final Fantasy, because he is so good at it. I'm going to change up what I'm doing here. I don't really need particular anything over here. Yeah, I'll keep doing it. I'll stay the course. We'll go here. So, but I believe that because I was thinking of Kefka. So basically in the game, and I don't remember it that well. I've never been a big player of Final Fantasy. Not that it's not a great game or anything. It really is. The whole series. It's very good, and obviously it has a huge following and so forth. But one of the things I was thinking of was the deal with, when I think about Kefka. So he ran around all game. I think, oh, hopefully this won't kill me. He ran around all game. He kind of like basically a clown, you know, and just crazy, doing insane stuff, and he really, I guess, through the change, lost his humanity to his insanity. And so I got to thinking about something that might have happened where, so there was an author, which probably all you've heard of. His name was Franz Kafka. And so it's interesting to me because the villain's name in Final Fantasy, I think, 7 was Kefka. So it was one letter off. Rather than Kafka, it was Kefka. So what was interesting to me is Kafka wrote a book called Metamorphosis. And I would recommend everybody read it. It's really good. It's probably the work he's best known for, if I had to guess. I don't know for sure. I'm just letting my wolves kill the poison things here. But anyway, in the book Metamorphosis, well, actually I recommend it to everybody because I think it's 3 chapters maybe. It's really a short story. It's kind of a long short story. 3 chapters and, I don't know, less than 100 pages anyway. It's a pretty short book as books go. But in the book, the protagonist, I don't remember his name, doesn't matter, he turns into an insect of some sort. In the German, basically it says it's a kind of hideous vermin or something like that. But anyway, vermin, and a lot of the people represent that as a cockroach. But he turns into it. He's laying in his bed, doesn't know how it happens, and he sits there for a little bit, and he just thinks about it for a moment. Hang on, I got a cough. Just a second. So there's a change in him that he doesn't know anything about, and his family tries to help him, and he can't really move very well. His boss comes by and checks on him. His family's trying to hide it. His sister shows him kindness and brings him food and things like that, but he is really afraid of losing his humanity. So he gets a picture of his, I don't know, girl he's hot on it. I don't think they're engaged or anything. I don't remember that exactly. Yeah, that was funny. Bet you wish you hadn't done that, brother. And his family sees him clutching this picture and they're horrified by it, but he's afraid of losing his humanity. He doesn't want to be a cockroach or vermin or whatever it translates to in the German. And so to me that kind of spoke a little bit to Kefka in Final Fantasy, where he had changed into something that wasn't, I guess, natural. And in a true German form, this is not a spoiler because Metamorphosis has been out for a century. But a true German form, he basically realizes nobody loves him anymore. Even though he tried to do what he could. But even his family is embarrassed by him, and he's not been successful, etc. And his dad's actually really mean to him. He would shove him back in his room, and actually he threw something at him and really gravely wounded him. Yeah, so that's all awful. And I just saw parallels between that and Kefka as the protagonist, because he had whatever was done to him done. I think he may have had a choice. I don't remember. Mindless Me can talk about it. But it ended poorly, and he became sort of chaotic and forlorn, convinced nobody loved him. Anyway, I just see parallels there. And Mindless Meat, who I put a lot of faith in, says that's, in his opinion, one of the best antagonists in Final Fantasy. Which, I think is pretty good too. I don't really remember it that well. I mean, I think it came out in the 90s. But, and I wonder if our sort of disdain of Sephiroth has to do with he was the next antagonist after a really, really well-written antagonist in Kefka. Anyway, I just waxed very, very eloquent on that. That was probably a little more than I wanted to. But anyway, it was a lot of fun talking with my buddy. There's a demi-human right there. Let's go see what she's doing. Yeah, you're not going to make it. There's a demi-human queen down there, which I'll get her later. Alright, now we'll go work on getting the tier repair. This one's run a little longer because I was talking about Final Fantasy and my buddy Minus Meat. Oh, hey, hello. There's somebody. I'm going to try to parry you. Come at me, please. There we go. Skiddly-dee. Anyway, Mindless Meat and I are both in a group called well, that didn't work too well. We're both in a group called the Free Time Creators Collective, along with people like I'm Not Great, Big Baby J, Plumberry Delicious, Belmont Bruno, people like that. Iris and Ophris, who's also very good at Final Fantasy Tactics. Holly's Adventures for sure. So people like that. And what it is we're a group of gamers that just enjoy playing games, making content based on gameplay. And I don't know, I guess that's all there's to it. And so we're a group of smaller channels, and so we're in this community. And you're welcome to join it. We have, I don't really need to fight them. I'm surrounded by light. No poison, sir. So anyway, I'm gonna leave a link to the Discord and some OG channels, you know, like Mindless Meat, etc. Some of the ones I mentioned, I consider them OG. And we'll get this queen down here. This is going to be a little bit longer one, I guess. Faith Not Crystal Tear. And the next one I'm going to discuss whether or not this character should be faith-based. What ending you should get. I'll leave that up to Mindless Meat. But anyway, if you would, check on their links. The Free Time Creators Collective, talk to them, see what you think, leave them comments, subscribe to their channels if you want to. Alright, let's go get this queen in here. Once you kill their queen, they all cower in fear, which doesn't, well, it should not surprise anybody. Okay. Got her. Then a human queen's staff. Death. So the whole point of the Free Time Creators Collective is to be supportive and encouraging. And so we really only have one rule. These poor people are just cowering because of their queen. At least made it so I can't get to him. From a critical standpoint. There's somebody hiding back here. So the only rule we have is be nice. That's it. Doesn't cost anything. Be kind, be encouraging. That's what the group's there for. And so do that. Let's see. Might as well. There's another big one over here. I hear it arising. Death was his. Let's see if he's hiding treasure. So as to this video, click a like if you would. Subscribe, that'd be great if you did that. And comment. I always enjoy comments. That's one of the things about the smaller channels is we will respond to all the comments. Because we're smaller. We don't have thousands and thousands of comments coming in. And let's do that. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to go up here and get this Grace. And I know it's went a little bit longer, but I was wound up talking about Final Fantasy, which I don't even play that much, but Minus Me is one of my best friends out there, the Free Time Creators Collective. We're like brothers from another mother in some ways. Oh, another thing I'm going to talk about in the next video is the John Carpenter's The Thing. Mindless Meat also likes that. I like that movie. And he brought up something interesting about the sequel, which I was going to touch on. But I'll do that next video. Give you guys something to look forward to. Let me see. I don't have enough. Okay. Well, I appreciate you watching the video. And as long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. Thanks.